Hi there, welcome back to another card kit. This is a mid-month release, so this isn't included in the subscriptions. So this is the Nativity card kit called Oh Holy Night, and so here we have card number 1, card number 2, card number 3, and card number 4. And so we're going to go through what's all included in this kit, and then after that we are going to put these cards together so you can see how to assemble them. And if you do happen to have this kit or order it, then you can craft along with me. So let's get into what is included in this kit. Alright, so we have our instructions. So we have the overview of each card and a list of everything that's included in the card kit. And then our full color instructions with a nice big picture that you can follow along with, or you can read the instructions. And then we have the card bases. So you've got 2 portrait ones again, and 2 landscape card bases. We have our A2 size envelopes that are included in every kit for all 4 of your finished cards. Our background paper. So we have this craft paper that's got white snowflakes and a bit of foil on them. The Merry Christmas background. It's kind of a plaid background and a white plaid background. And we have 2 of these black and white snowflake pattern paper with their black mats. You have this kind of sweater, Nordic sweater pattern paper. It's got a bit of gold foil on it as well, plus it's matte. And then we have these 2 pieces of Christmas ornaments and their mats. And these mats will only be on one side. It'll extend on one side of your card. And you'll see that once we start making them. We have 2 of the sweater pattern paper and their mats, and these will be extending on 2 sides. I should have picked a different background for this. We have our images, so we have sheltered nativity, got a nativity with all the animals, one with just Mary and Joseph and baby Jesus, and then an open nativity with the animals. And then we have mats for those as well, for 3 of them. 1 of them we won't need a mat, so we've got 2 craft colored mats and 1 black colored mat. And then we have 8 white poinsettias. And if you're hearing noise in the background, that's just my family doing life. Making noise. And then we have 8 of these tan branches. We have our sentiment mats, so we've got 2 craft colored ones and 2 black ones. And our sentiments. So we have Christmas blessings, joy to the world, season of joy, Noel, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, holiday wishes, and there's two different fonts of the holiday wishes. I believe that there's two different fonts of most of them. Season's greetings, another Merry Christmas with a different font, season of joy with a different font, Noel with a different font, Christmas wishes, happy holidays, joy to the world, Christmas blessings, Christmas wishes, with two different fonts, peace, and season's greetings. So there's two each of the sentiments with different fonts for each one. If you don't like the Gothic font, you can always go with the traditional script. So we have 20 different sentiments for this one, so you should be able to find something that you like out of those. And that's everything that's included in this kit, and I will have a link in the description box below for where you can get this kit. There's still a few left, even though I'm very late with posting this, but hopefully you'll think of it as getting a start on next year's Christmas cards. I apologize for my not getting it done in time. So follow along with me after I clean this up, then we'll get into making the cards. Okay, for the first card you will need one of the landscape card bases, this black and craft plaid, the two ornament papers and their mats, this nativity image and a craft card mat, one of your sentiments, two of the tan branches and two of the poinsettias, and I am using art glitter glue and some foam squares. So let's get started. First you will, actually I'll move this out of the way here first. We will adhere our background paper to our card base. And I'm just going to put a small line of glue and then we're going to take our ornament pieces and we're going to adhere them to the mats. And we're going to take it and make sure that the top, bottom, and the left sides are all lined up. So that you have a white strip on this side, and then we're going to adhere that to the left side of the card. And we're going to do the same thing with this one, except we're going to make sure it's lined up on the opposite side. Seem to have challenges with my glue today. And then we're going to adhere that to the right side of the card. Just like so. Next we're going to adhere this image to the craft base, or mat, I should say. And we're going to center that on the mat so that we have an even border right around the image. And we're going to put this on with some 3D foam squares. You could do it flat, but I like the dimension of the foam squares. And we're going to put this a little bit above the center, top and bottom, and equal on right to left. So it'll look like that. And then we will take our sentiment and adhere it to the mat, its oval mat. We're just going to center that as well. And that's why I like using the liquid glue, because you got a little bit of time to move it around to get it centered. And we're just going to put some foam squares on the bottom. And we're going to just put a little glue, because I'm going to be gluing this on this corner. I'm just keeping in mind where I want to place the foam squares and the glue. So we're just going to place it in the corner like that. And next is our poinsettias. I'm just dabbing a bit of glue in the center. And the first one I'm just going to place right here on the ornament paper. And the second one I'm going to place on the image. And we're going to take our tan branches and we're just going to tuck them under the poinsettias, like so. And this one just under this one, on top of the image. Of course, you can lay it out and plan it so that you can adhere the branches on first. There we have our first card. For the second card, we're going to need one of the portrait card bases, the craft and white plaid background paper, the black and white snowflake paper, and the black mats, and this white nativity, or white building nativity scene, and a black mat, your sentiment, 2 of the tan branches, and 2 of the poinsettias. So let's get to making this one. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to fold your card base and adhere the background sheet to the base. Next, we're going to take our snowflake pieces and adhere them to their mats. And you want to center them in the middle. Like that. And we're going to adhere 1 to the upper right corner and 1 to the bottom left corner. Next we're going to take our nativity scene and adhere it to the black mat. Centering it on all four sides. And then we're going to take our foam squares and place them on the back. And we're going to center this in the middle of our card. Just like so. Then we'll take our sentiment and attach it to its mat. Making sure you get an even border all the way around. And we're going to place it here, so we're going to put the foam squares on the top of the sentiment and a little bit of glue just on the bottom. And then we're going to just place it right here. Like that. And then we're going to take our poinsettias. We are going to place them both on the image like that. So I'll show you what I meant by just placing everything first and then gluing down. So now I know that my branches are going to go there. So we'll take these off. And glue the branches on. And then we'll glue the poinsettias on. And there we have our second card. For the next card, you're going to need one of the portrait card bases, the two sweater papers, this image and its craft mat, one of the sentiments and a craft mat, two poinsettias, two branches, and the craft snowflake background paper. So once again, we will fold the base, and then we'll take the craft snowflake paper and adhere it to our base. And now we'll take our sweater paper and adhere it to their mats. Like so. And then onto the other one. And then we'll adhere it to the base. And we're going to leave about a ½ inch at the top for our first one. And then ½ inch at the bottom for the second one. Just like so. And then we're going to adhere our nativity scene to the craft mat. Just like so. And put our 3D foam squares on the back. And now we're going to place this to the right side of the card, like that. And then our poinsettias are going to go again. One is going to be off and one is going to be on the picture. And our branches are going to be tucked underneath. This one I'm going to put tucking underneath the nativity, like that. So we'll do our branches. And then we'll take our first poinsettia and just place it there. And our second one, I think I got it a little off. That's why I don't like gluing them down ahead of time. So I don't know if this is still a little bit wet, but we'll reposition this one. I'll just add a little bit more glue. Got a little bit much on there. There we go, and then we're going to take our sentiment and adhere it to the back, or to the mat, and put some foam squares on the bottom of it, and a little bit of glue on the top. And then we're just going to center this on the image. Just like so. And there you have our third card. And okay, for the last card, you're going to need your landscape card base, the Merry Christmas paper, the sweater paper, this image, 2 of the tan branches, and 2 of the poinsettias. And again, we're going to glue the background paper onto the base. Centering it so that there's even amount of white space all around. And then we're going to take our sweater paper and its mat and layer them together. And then we're going to adhere it to the card base. And we're just going to put it more to the left side than the center, making sure that we leave an even amount of space between the top and the bottom. And then we're going to take our image and put the foam squares on the back. The reason why this one didn't have a mat is because there's both the craft color and the black color so strong on this one, so I found that just the white image stood out a lot more than if I would have had a mat on it. And so we're going to place this kind of on the right side but centered from the top and the bottom. And I forgot to mention we needed our craft sentiment mat and another sentiment, so we'll attach that together. And we will put some foam squares on the back. And I'm just going to place it in this corner of the sweater paper here. And then we're going to take our 2 poinsettias, we're going to have them like this, with our branches like this. And I'm just going to glue them on. Too much glue right there. And I know this was a very simple card, but it still looks very elegant. So those are our 4 cards. I hope you enjoyed making these with me, and again, the link is in the description box while quantities last, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.